relatively old and came from a hood and everything, so I'm sure that gun has a bad history about it. But it was relatively modern, and it's okay. I liked it. I thought it was a great find, but I mean, everyone else liked it probably more than I did. I think it's an awesome find, but I'd rather have a Confederate button.
Yeah. Have you
or a silver coin?
Have you found a Confederate buckle yet?
No, I got 5 buttons and a couple other little knick-knacky pieces, but no, very little. I don't get the opportunity to go hunt that kind of stuff very often. The buttons I've gotten, I found on soldiers that returned to the Charlotte area and lost the button. I think that's where most of I know 4 of those came from that situation. Mm-hmm. Another one could have come from passing through soldiers, but the others were found at home sites from 1865 and up.
They came back and they were wearing the clothes out.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Or you never know. The kids may have been wearing them in 1920 in the front yard wrestling. You never know. But I would doubt. You doubt that there's not militia officers camping in town. On the top of the hill on Charles Street. That's just not what's happening there. So it's people coming back from war, and that's you see a lot like that. We saw one in Digstock where the guy said we got a permission before the event and went and hunted it. It was a Civil War house, found a script I button in the front yard, an infantry button in the front yard. And I was like, that's that's the place to look.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's what I like.
Very cool. Yep, that's not bad. Now, I know some people have wish lists or bucket lists or a white whale that you just can't seem to, like everyone around you can find, but you just can't. So, Tom, do you have anything like that?
No, I mean, I've never found a silver dollar.
Silver dollar?
Joe's found 2 of them in no time flat. I took Joe actually to a really nice place to hunt one time. Where I found some coins there, but not big. I was like, you want to come there and hunt? And then he proceeded to find like 10 silver coins, and then he found a silver dollar. I didn't find anything else, so I went able to. But he's got 10 silver dollars, and that was a peace dollar. He really liked it because of the chunky massiveness of the way it came out of the hole, or something like that. He said so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Big chunky silver, big chunky gold.
It was painful. That was the worst. He was like, "Holy cow, you're not going to believe this." I went over. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I don't believe it."
Yeah, the first words out of his mouth were, "Oh man."
It's like, I looked at it. I was like, it looked like about half an inch thick. I was like, "Holy cow, that's not a Walker. That's not Ben Franklin at all."
It's a peace dollar. That's awesome. That's on my list.
It was huge. It looked like a frisbee. So I'd like everyone wants a gold coin. I'd like to have some. That'd be nice.
Now, Joe, what about you? Do you have a white whale or a wish list, top of your wish list, bucket list that you hope to find?
Yeah, Charlotte trolley token. Everyone I know has found. Tom's got like 10 of them, and everyone else has them. This one buddy of ours was like, "Well, I'll trade you my token for a silver coin." I'm like, "I gotta dig it. I have a token, I bought one just to test my machine, just to know what it sounds like. That's how bad I want one." And I've yet to find one.
What is it? Like,
Joe tried to teach his machine.
Are they like nickel size or dime size? Like what size were the Charlotte tokens down there?
They're probably about a dime size. Probably, they're circle with like a D in the middle of it.
A cut out
for
D.
Duke power. Yeah.
It's got little slots in it. It's a little smaller than a dime. It's kind of a bronzy construction, sort of like a nickel. So it's sharp, small sound, but it's lower. So when you'd hear it, you'd be like, "Yeah, that's not what I want." It'd be like it's in the '60s or something. You'd be like, "That's a little piece of aluminum." It's solid aluminum, or a piece of trash. But you'd be like, "That's not what I want." And then when you take it, you're like, you look at it, and you're like, "Wait, it's a coin," or you're like, "It's a disc," and you're like, wait a minute, it turns out to be a trolley token.
Trolley token.
You'll
All right.
find one, Joe. They're out there. We find them occasionally, so you'll find one soon, I'm sure.
Oh, I know I'll find one. That's why I hit sidewalk strips.
I got my first seeded coin last weekend after 11 years of looking. 0 seeded coins, 2 Spanish, 1 cap bus coin, no seeded. So I got my first last weekend. So that was something off the bucket list that I didn't think I was ever gonna find that thing.
Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. I do see though you all find some colonial stuff. I know Joe, you found that the clover heel plate, right?
Yeah. That was an unexpected find. That was in the yard of a house that was probably built in like 1952, and that was just in the front yard.
It's crazy. You think it's from the dirt that they moved to build that house? That there was something probably there?
Well, it was really close to an extremely old road in Charlotte, so it was probably at one point all farmland. I know it was all farmland, and then it got developed probably in the 50s, late 40s, 50s, and I just got lucky. It was just a lucky hit. I mean, I think everything I find is a lucky hit, really. The thing is, do you dig it up when you go over it? That heel plate didn't even sound that great, and I just dug it up. We weren't finding anything in that yard either, and that one hit, and dug it up, and there it was. It was pretty cool.
And now, so Tom's got a seeded. I missed it. Have you found a seeded coin yet?
No, my oldest coin is that 1890 Morgan dollar. That's my oldest. I think that's my oldest coin. What's my oldest silver coin? I think I dug a 2-cent piece, which was older, but man, it's like if it's not even silver, I don't even pay attention to it. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm really fixated on the shiny.
Shiny. And Tom, you seem more relic-ish.
I'll tell you, I like coins. I just think it looks petty, so I try to act like I'm Charlie the Top Starfish Tuna, where I'm acting like I like relics, where I'm really just trying to do coins too. But I like coins. I like the fact that they're currency, exchangeable for goods and services. I like coins, so I think that's neat. But if I dig up something else that I like, that I think is cool, I'm all good with that too. Especially if it's military or historic or something like that. But I mean, if you dig, I got 100 Tootsie toys. I'm like, I can't get thrilled for a Tootsie toy anymore. but I always like the shiny coin in the dirt. That just never. And people are like, well, it might be a Roosevelt diamond. I'm like, better than a clad Roosevelt diamond.
Yeah, that's true.
So something about that is just, I find that to be kind of a worthy cause to pursue.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. It's funny that there's such a distinction between the relic hunting and the coin hunting or whatnot. It's like, well, you're all out there hoping to find something. So
yeah, that's the truth.
If anything is better than being skunked, I'm not gonna, complain over a silver coin versus a relic versus nothing. So,
and I got frames full of stuff that's non-coins. So I don't want to pretend like I'm a coin bigot or anything. I like all the stuff, but and I think Joe will agree. Shiny objects, whether they're silver or gold, is precious metal. It's just something more alluring about that. He got silver spoon the other day. It was just really nice. It's just good. So I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
I'm
the
very
thing.
simple.
Right. And I'm like, maybe it's a simple fixation or what. I don't understand it myself. And I'm all boy. So I'm like that. I like little shiny objects and neat things that aren't like the other things. So that kind of stuff intrigues me, and it definitely drives that hunt.
Awesome. Now, I know you both were just at Digstock. Will either of you be at any upcoming events for the remainder of the year that you know of so far?
I'm trying to go to several events. I think there's an event that's going to be in New York in October I want to go to. But as they pop up, I plan on going to at least 3 more this year. I was going to go to that one in Missouri, and then because of the solar eclipse, there were no rooms available because apparently that's the best place to see the solar eclipse. And I think they're having problems with it actually because it's in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, so no one can get a room to come to the hunt. So I don't know what's going to happen with that.
I'll go to any hunt, whatever hunt Joe signs up for, I'll just get to sign me up for that. I'll go to that with him. I'd like maybe kind of like bone or something in the north. Before COVID, I traveled to the north to detect and find better stuff up there. I mean, that's where I found a lot of the nicer stuff I've got. Or, I found some nice stuff there. So
Yeah. Yeah, Bone is the last week in April. I believe it starts on Wednesday and runs to Sunday, and I don't have the dates in front of me. I don't actually have I have a digging calendar now. Keeps life easier when you know what hunts are going on. But I'm pretty sure, that's the last week in April. If you all have to look, I think George might have wrote that it sold out, but I'm not quite sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
That may be the case. We probably weren't quick enough.
Yeah. Those
It'd be
do.
like that.
Bone does sell out pretty quick. Yeah, Bone isn't bad. Again, it's a natural hunt, and it's April though. April in the mountains. So up here, I've been, and it's snowed and sleeted, and was with the wind chill of I don't know 30 or below, like 30 degrees or below 30. Chilly. It's chilly digging, New England digging in the spring. So, but definitely.
I like digging in the cold.
You do or don't?
I love it. I love
yeah?
it. I'm in the cold, in shorts, digging, all day.
Okay.
All day.
I'm not much for the heat. Even though I live in the South, I don't like the heat.
All right.
So I'd rather it be cold.
God, yeah. I do appreciate the more layers. I do say the cold keeps the bugs away. So that's
Right.
we've got that going for us up here. And then let's see. Do either of you and I'll specific, do either of you do any other type of treasure hunting besides metal detecting? Like the rock hounding, bottle dump digging?
Sorta.
Sorry?
I'm always looking for deals,
Deals.
So I guess treasure is relative, but anything I come across, which I always did before I got into detecting, I would see something and buy it and sell it, stuff like that. And I'm always looking.
So do you do estate sales and stuff like that?
I've been to a couple estate sales, but it would mostly just be like stuff that I would randomly come across,
Oh, all right.
Someone's like hard up for money or whatever, and they got something cool. And actually quite a few of those. I like doing those for sure.
Awesome. And you, Tom?
I at times I've looked for Native American artifacts and stuff of that nature. I like when I go out and I put on my outfit and go out. There's no telling what I might run across and put in the truck and bring home. So I've always got my eye open, and I like all different kind of things. It's like the marbles. So I just go out on a general hunt. We may find a deer shed. We may find a bottle. No telling what we might find. So I always got my eye open and just kind of roll along, see what happens.
Awesome. Yeah. No, that tends to happen a lot of the times, right? Out. Get your eyes on the ground. I think I do lately because of the weather. I mean, our weather is finally starting to change, but I know I've probably found more in parking lots and just walking, looking down than I have with a metal detector in the last 2 months. So
I'm jealous of your mudlarking. I see you doing that, and I'm like, man, that would be great.
It's a lot of fun.
Good eyes.
It's a lot of fun. Sadly, hopefully this weekend we're getting up to the 50s. One of my locations was shut down because there's